did tell me you found a path to Prince Hassan and Anahita.
No. Have you? It seems they avoided the depths of the citadel.
Only the most abominable creatures lurk in the darkest reaches. I do my best work in the shadows, and Hassan is not here. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Thanks for the warning, Rajin.
Sargon! Up here!
Take the prince to the Simor gate.
Anahita! Don't you dare harm him!
If you want Prince Hassan back, come and get him!
Anahita! Anahita was here. She's taking Hassan to the Simor gate.
Then Artaban may be right about her wanting the throne. That thing above us. What?
I'm not sure. But to get to Hassan and Anahita, we must destroy it.
From this distance, that's not possible for either of us. Maybe Menelaus can help here. Bahram sent him to the east to investigate the forest.
I'll try to find him.
I'll look for another way.
Artaban.
Sargon. Bahram saw Anahita's guards, and he's in pursuit. As for me, I cannot continue. Time flows differently here. My mind is playing tricks on me. I can't discern the truth from the imaginary.
Artaban, thank you for being honest with me.
I'm not giving in just yet. I intend to serve until my last breath. After all, if Anahita really has changed loyalties, I believe you're short of a sparring partner. Let's warm up and review the basics.
The basics again.
Practice doesn't make perfect. Get in position. Show me how you chain ground attacks. Very well. Bear in mind you can redirect your next attack. Since you propel your opponent away with your last strike, that's the end of the chain. At close range, the sweep is good against smaller foes. An airborne enemy cannot retaliate until they're back on their feet. Make use of that.
Perfect to cripple agile enemies.
Remember that you move forward with each attack. If you want to keep your distance, the sweep allows you to maintain your position. This doesn't suit your style, but some situations might require you to take such precautions.
Precautions? What precautions?
My point exactly. Do you remember what I told you about propelling enemies up in the air?
An airborne enemy cannot retaliate until they're back on their feet.
At least that got in your head. Let's go over your upward attacks. Use them to hit targets above you, but also to propel ground enemies in the air. A word of warning. Using the same upward attack twice in a row will lessen its effectiveness. You can also use an upward attack in a fighting combination. Following through with your attacks. Remember, Rashaba. Even... Now then, the forward slide.
Closing the distance. That suits me.
Now let's combine everything. Chase the enemy mid-air after your upward attack. Vary your upward attacks. The same one twice in a row will not give you the same propulsion.
I understand.
Now for a specialty of yours. Acrobatic techniques. Ready?
I'm always ready.
You know about mid-air combinations. You cannot chain attacks after this move. Alternatively, you can...
Now that's a new way to lift up the enemy.
You can send the enemy up even higher with... This technique is valuable. You can save on time or throw your foe towards environmental hazards. Should you see a use for it, you can also send them crashing into the ground.
If I rush to the ground afterwards, I can maintain my flow before they get back on their feet.
For that, you know more than I do.
Huh. Very funny.
Sargon, remind me what our ancestors said about Athra.
Athra flows through the universe and all living things. As much as weapons are the extension of our bodies, Athra is the extension of our will.
Precisely. You've been listening. Athra can be channeled, intensified in your blades, until they are saturated. Athra-charged attacks have several advantages. Look at you. I can see your Athra radiating. You've come a long way since I met you. Now then, focus your Athra in the middle of a ground combination.
Right in between moves. I'll give it a try.
You see that? It's effective at annihilating enemy defenses. And if they do not break, they will certainly be weakened. Are you also able to do that in the air?
I've practiced the technique to crush targets from above. I'll show...
Perfect. These are strong attacks, and they, with proper training, Athra. No fighting style rules above all. The greatest combatants understand adaptability. Knowing your opponent's strengths is key to bringing them down. Take massive opponents, for example.
My strikes knocked them back, but they're too heavy for me to lift them off the ground.
Worse still, some opponents can ignore the recoil of your strikes because of their build or magic. You must be vigilant, as this means they can counterattack during...
Are there even worse enemies out there? None of my attacks have any effect on them.
Not showing signs of pain doesn't mean they didn't get hurt. And careful what you wish for. The Citadel is full of mysteries. And one more thing. Some enemies can recover what some can parry your next strike, cutting short your chain of attacks.
I see more and more the benefit of sending the enemy up in the air whenever that's possible.
But you know that's not always possible. The best defense is not always offense. A warrior who throws himself into the fray.
It's not the first time I've heard...
The goal is to structure combat, your dodges, backwards and forwards. Your last strike in a ground combination does not allow these actions. You can also end your combination early with a jump. While in the air, you can dodge by doing a backflip. Jumping, while chaining attacks, can also be used offensively. Parrying is the best defense against a head-on attack. Not all attacks can be parried. If you're attacked from both sides, escaping is your best option. Parrying and dodging are not used. You already know this well, how recovering your back after a successful dodge.
I could do this all day long.
Attacking from behind. Careful against fast foes. They may turn around and punish your attempt at a sneak attack.
Only if they can match my speed.
You can kick while sprinting to propel the enemy into the background.
And to make a loud entrance.
Sprinting allows you to close the distance. You can still perform an upward attack.
Artaban, I want to perfect my parrying technique.
The art of parrying requires perfect timing. Get ready to parry. As you may have discovered, projectiles can also be returned to the sender. Do be vigilant. Once more, not all projectiles can be parried. Some moves give you better opportunities to counter. Few enemies are able to recover from your...
Actually, I named them down.
Whatever you say.
I wish I could parry.
You know that's impossible. Fortunately, your senses are sharp.
This isn't the whole day's lesson, right?
There is a lesson in every failure. Did you see the effect of the hit you took? That's what you get when you miss a parry and pay for it. Getting hit this way is particularly dangerous, and your Athra focus takes it.
Well, I can feel it in my jaw now.
Athra. It's the flame, its presence, and by discerning the cadence of Athra bestows stability. Sargon, your Athra burns.
Athra surge.
Get in position and... Conversely, taking hits will break your focus and your Athra will dissipate. Riskier actions, such as parry. Try to parry this. Keep in mind that dodging... Let's talk about the Athras. It's useful for breaking down defenses. Every warrior prides themselves on developing their ultimate techniques, but you can also learn from them. Keep in mind that Athra ignites the soul. Harnessing and charging its strength is merely a single expression of its multifaceted nature. Fine work. You now know all the basics. If you learn new moves, perhaps we can figure out together how... Good to see you.
Any word of the others, Artaban?
Some. Though I'm not sure what help it will be to you. Orod passed through quickly. He told me he had glimpses of
I'm certain Menelaus will manage.
Yes. I said as much to Orod.
What brings you here, traveler?
My allies and I are in pursuit of a traitor.
Then you and the others are trapped here, too. Mount Kaf has seen its share of travelers. Many are lost within the web of time's curse. Beware, warrior. Death and misery roam the citadel.
I've seen my share of death.
Even the most determined of warriors must be prepared. Its unique properties will aid you. Just know that each one is precious, and can only be changed as a whack-whack tree.
I'll make good use of this.
Welcome. Welcome.
Another one of Ardashir's men.
Sargon. How?
You're alive.
So much time has passed.
What? You only got here last night.
One single night that has lasted 30 years.
30 years?
This place is a prison. There is no way out.
Where are your brothers in arms?
All lost in the Citadel. All prisoners of time. This is no end for a warrior. This endless captivity. If a soldier is to die, it should be in combat. My insignia. Take it. My brothers in arms will give theirs too.
Hey, wait!
Father, what's happening to me?
Wait! Who are you? You just disappeared.
Hello? Hello? Is it
I've seen these trees along my journey, but you're the first to speak.
No, no. I'm not a whack-whack tree. I live in it. There are many whack-whack trees across the Citadel. Their branches are a refuge for us, and also a great help for travelers like you.
Yes, I've noticed.
These trees have always been here, since the start of all life. Their roots are deep, nourished by the primordial athra that resonates within all. But now, the forest suffers. Here, take... Be careful, Sargon. People get lost in the forest. Stay a while. Take refuge with us.
Thank you for the warning, but I'll be...
All of the forest is dying. The one in the forest feeds and feeds.
Isn't it the curse that is killing the forest?
The curse, yes. Broken time means
I see. An uninvited creature has come. It's the same as the enemies of perception.
You're a very brave one.